Okay. Here we are. This is Patrick's Parabox, which is a very exciting mind-bendy indie puzzle game that came out yesterday, super recent, hot off the presses, and it sort of suits the flavor of the channel. We're not going to do too much preamble. I think that we're just going to get started. I have no idea what this is about, really, but it's been recommended to me, so we're just going to dive straight in and see what happens. Here we go. Okay, arrows or WASD to move. Fantastic. Oh, our cute little main character. I appreciate. Okay, we have jumped into level 1. I see a box and I see a hole. Conclusions. Straightforward. There we go. Okay, straight to it. Z is undo, so Baba controls. I appreciate the uniformity. I promise we're not going to constantly compare it to Baba Is You, but, you know, we played a lot of Baba Is You on the stream, and it's a very flattering comparison, so, oh, X is redo. I don't know if is this better than Baba Is You? Hello? Do we have a new king of mind-bending indie puzzle game genre? Note you can undo a reset. That's actually pretty big. Okay, so that was the first set of levels. Important? Definitely. Hey, Andre, how's it going? Here we go. Okay. Ooh, different color block. Okay, this is the only way that we can move. So let's move this way. So the natural, it's tutorialized so well. I can see that like mechanic is about to happen. I mean, it looks simple, but you'd be surprised. We play a lot of games with very questionable tutorials in this game, but seamless. Oi, what's all this then? We're just about to find out. I have pushed a block into a block, which is cool. Still can't move anywhere else, but into the block. We are now inside the block. I enjoy this game already. Okay, so we can go from inside of the block to outside of the block and vice versa. Now that I'm outside of the block though, oh, you don't go inside it unless it's pushed up against a wall, like so. And then we can exit, and then it appears that we have found one of, if not the primary gimmick of the game. So we go in here to fill the hole with the box, and then we enter. Fantastic. Wow. I'm into it. I'm super into it already. Okay, so here we gotta push this block. Can you see my cursor? Yes. Push this block down this way, but to get it there, we have to get to the other side of it, and then push it over here, and then down here, and then get to this side of it. It's all super, is good. It makes all of the sense. Okay, great. And then we get over here, and then we get, let me see where we have to go. We have to get underneath it. So let's go this way, and then up, and then we want to go over, and then push it. We gotta get above it so we can push it down. Okay, great. Very good. Hi, Linda. How's it going? Welcome to the stream. Linda's a longtime friend of mine, and it's her first time on the channel, so welcome. We're checking out a game that just released yesterday. It's a lot of fun already. Okay, very cute indie puzzle game. Straightforward. I appreciate that the onboarding ramp isn't very steep. Ah, okay, so holes inside blocks is possible. Okay, all right, so we enter and we push it into the hole by entering the other way. Straightforward. Note you can undo a reset. Note you can undo a reset. How's it going, Linda? I'm so glad you stopped by. How's it going? Okay, here we have to block this and then get inside this, but obviously we can't do that from the outside, so we got to go in here and then push it out from the inside and then do the thing. Okay, fantastic. World 1, very smooth sailing. There you go. A very satisfying little blips and bloops. And we descend into, it's kind of meta the way that the Baba overworld is, right? The second world, or maybe the first world, if that was the tutorial world, is like a block within the overworld, which is very cool. Gold? What is gold? There's some general puzzle solving tips that I find useful. You can access these tips. Oh, sure, why not? Undo, redo, reset are useful. We're no strangers to a good undo on the stream. It can be able to imagine when the right working backwards, for sure. Figuring out things that don't work can be helpful, for sure. Trying a different puzzle, coming back later can give you a fresh view. we do tend to get stun locked by the odd puzzle every now and again. A puzzle meant to be challenging. There's no expectation of solving them quickly. That's important. We can't, you know, it's easy to be hard on yourself when you're on the stream, but we need to not be too hard on ourselves. Now, oh, I see. Okay, so you might think, why are there two things when there's only one hole? Well, you can't. You can use a lot of the geometry of movement from Baba Is You translates over, but I promise I'll stop the comparison soon. So if you push the block over and down, you can't get it off the wall. So the only way you can get it off the wall is if you push it into this block, push this block all the way down, get inside this block, and push it out. Childish Lindino has gifted 5 subs. Thank you so much, Linda. Aw, you didn't have to go and do that. Oh, don't spend your money on me. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much, Linda. Aw. Aw, shucks, fam. Thanks for the support. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you so much. All right, okay. All right. We're getting derailed. I'm being sabotaged. Okay, right. So, how are we gonna... Okay, so we gotta do the same thing, but instead, we can't push this block into this block and then get it off of the wall. So what we have to do is prep the stage for doing the same thing that we did in the last level by getting this block down here first, and then pushing this block down here, and then doing a little bit of this. There we go. Thanks so much, Linda. Poison says, nice Twitch name. It is a nice Twitch. Childish Lindino is very... I approve. I approve. Crow Okrin's here. Crow, it's been so long. How's it going? Hey, Samet says Crow Okrin. Hey, Crow. How you doing? Okay, so we have 4 blocks and 4 holes. So the obvious placement, obviously these are symmetric. It doesn't matter like which is which. Animations are really satisfying. The animations are really good. So the only way that we can get inside this one is if it's up against a wall, because that's how the mechanics work. So that one's got to go on the left, clearly. So we'll push it to the left. And then down, and then there we go. Very nice. I want these blocks in real life. The blocks are great. I feel like I haven't seen Crow in a little while. Welcome. How you doing, Crow? It's so good to see you. Okay. Oh, now we nest. Okay, so this is cool. So you got to put something in here and something in here, and then us in here. And so you got to put blocks within blocks, right? That's the way. So do a little bit of this. That's cool. Now we're getting somewhere. You know, at the beginning, there's like the introductory mechanics, which are like really cool, but they don't necessarily really grip you. You only see like a single swing set rather than like the rest of the playground, which gradually opens up, you know, if the game is paced well, then which this one is. You go from like the concept to seeing truly like what the landscape is. And it kind of sends your mind just thrumming, considering like the possibilities and, you know, how like in depth the mechanics can go. And that's really like the stage where you get gripped, right? It's like the difference between a game that sort of entertains you briefly and then you sort of like been there, done that, versus one that's got like the staying power in your mind that'll like keep you up at night. And so far... I'm getting tickled. I'm getting tickled. Okay, red levels equals challenge, apparently. Let's try. Let's try. For speedrun tech, animations can be skipped by moving during them. I wouldn't dare. I wouldn't dare. Okay, this is a challenge level. Okay. This is a challenge level. Okay, so we gotta get block here. Only block that we can get there is this block. I don't see why... Oh! Now we see why it's a challenge. Okay. All right, so if that hole wasn't there, then you could just push this out of the way and push this block into the hole. But you obviously can't do that. So it's important to note that we need to be able to push... The fact that this is here means that we can't push this up, because then we can't push it back down to fill the hole, right? And we can't get it off the wall, so obviously the blue block is the one that has to go into this hole. So, what are we gonna do here? Let's think. Who do we ask for help when we don't know which way to go? you can push... We might have to push this down, because we can push it back up from a down position, right? And then we can go in here like this, and then get out like this, and then solve the level. Okay, so even the first challenge level is pretty forgiving, so I really appreciate that. Given that metaphor, you should say which mechanics are which pieces of playground equipment. All right, okay. Ah, geez. So far I'm down with the general, the holes, the boxes and the pushing around, like the general, like, Sokoban, I believe is the genre of, like, puzzle game, right? Mechanics are like your basic swing set. The nesting is definitely, I don't know, like, sandbox makes sense thematically, but sandboxes also suck. At least, like, I don't really like sandboxes, or like I didn't as a kid compared to like other people, only because they were kind of like always disappointing and the sand never held up and it was always gross. Okay. It might take too much energy for me to keep that metaphor going, so I might just not do that. But okay, we can push this block into there and bring it off of the wall using that other block as a buffer. So, ooh, we get zoom in. Okay, so like we can zoom into a sub level. Damn those sandboxes. Always getting sand everywhere. Okay. Prequel memes. What are we doing here? Okay, so we have to get... we have to get... Ah... Is that true? Yes, okay. So you need a wall up against which you can push this to go into this sub block. But if you do that in this square overworld or this rectangular space, if you push this up against the wall, then you can't pull it back off, which you obviously need to do because there are two holes, right? So we take advantage of the subspace to do this. And then we can pull it out of here, and then we solve level. Yay. So far, so good. So far, so smooth. Pretty good stuff. Oh, do we do all the challenge levels? How much of a distraction are they going to be? Chat, what do you think? Maybe we'll do another challenge level and see the extent to which they are... Well, okay. Oh, this is cool. This challenge level just introduces you to the idea that... Give me a sec. The idea that you can... This is a challenge, isn't it? Because how, like if you... This is one across, obviously, right? So pushing stuff around corners in like a grid-based rectangular block pushing game is always you know, it's like part of the puzzle because you just can't do it generally, right? Like in Baba Is You, for example. I know. Sorry, but pushing block into the corner here is gonna mean that you can't get underneath it to push it up, right? But there's this sub block that we have to work with, which allows us to get up there, but how could we... Ah, okay. I figured it out. That's awesome. Okay. So, naively, like the thing that your brain wants to do immediately is like do this, but then that just gives you an L within the L, right? Which means you can't, you can't then get into it to push the block up from above. It doesn't work. So what you have to do is load this block with block like that from the top so that you don't need to push the block around a corner. You just yourself need to move around the corner, which is cool. Awesome challenge level. Challenging conceptually, but not, but challenging conceptually, but also, like kind of tutorializes the mechanics even further, right? Which is awesome. This game is great. This game is fantastic. Okay. I'm a little confused by... Oh, I see. Okay, this is cool. So you have to get a block here and yourself here. obviously the only way that you can get up here, if you have something here, you can't like move through one of these blocks. So it's got to be this block that's here, right? So you got to push this into there, get inside it and move up. The only issue is that this is stuck up against a wall, right? So the question is, how do we make it unstuck against the wall? And an answer is if we could, okay, this is the answer. So you come over here, obviously to push, you can think about it this way, trying to explain my process as I solve the puzzles. So like I have the solution, but I just want to walk you guys through. You got to get inside of this thing. Okay, so if you want to push this off of the wall, then you have to get to the left side of it. The only slot that's available for you to do that spatially here is this little place, right? So we need to get inside of this and come out into this space so that we can then push it off of the wall and then beat the level and be happy. But you can only go inside of the block if you're pushing the block up against a wall. So you prop it up with these two blocks, come inside, go out here, and then Bob's your uncle, Fanny's your aunt. There we go. This is as much for my benefit as it is for yours, chat, the narration. Okay. What do we got going on here? Another sip of tea. Okay. Someone ban redeem a word, but if anyone bans a word right now, I'll probably reject it because I don't want it to taint my experience, my initial experience here with this beautiful little game. Having a lot of fun. Okay, we have more boxes than we need, than we have spaces, and so that tells me that we need to prop stuff up. If this game, I'm saying the B word again, if this game is like Baba Is You, but really that's a fill-in for like well-designed puzzle game, really is what I mean. Then there aren't any red herrings. You always have like exactly as much as you need for any given task, right? There isn't like compromise where like for an aesthetic reason there is something that mechanically is irrelevant. So probably if there's a box in the level, we're gonna use that box. It feels like that kind of game. So okay, let's see. We need to be able to, since we're going to block up you can't move diagonally, right? And so we have to get into the middle here. And to be able to get into the middle when these 4 boxes are full, we're gonna obviously need the help of this guy. We're gonna have to come up with a name for this. Is there a name for this box? Anyone know? Like the meta box, or like a box that you can go into. I don't know. So in order to go inside this guy, we need to have it propped up against a wall because mechanically that's the only way you can go inside the box. So what's the easiest way of doing that? Okay, so we can either approach it from we can either go in from the right and out the bottom, or go up from Parabox. Parabox probably makes sense. That works. We need to go into it from the bottom and out the right, or the other way around. Let's try. It seems like the level is symmetric, right? The dimensions are square, so it doesn't matter which. So this, and then we have exactly, okay, we didn't have to get too creative. We have exactly the number of boxes that we need to prop it up so that we can get inside it like this. So, okay, there we go. Level solved. Okay, fantastic. There we go. Do you see both? What do you mean? Both what? Let's jump in. Thanks again so much for the gift subs. I really appreciate it, Linda. Oh, geez. You don't, just because we're okay, we got lots of recursion. Do you see both 2 solutions on last? I guess it's just the symmetric, but you flip it about the x equals minus y line, if that makes sense. If you just reflect it, then it's the same solution. No. Nameless Inversion says that's just because it's symmetrical, right? Yeah, only because like the level dimensions are symmetrical and everything else. So, for sure. Okay, very cool. All right, let's dive in. Here we go. This one doesn't have a border. It's not like tunnels like the other one is. Symmetrical. Yes, indeed. Okay, very cool. Oh my god, so many levels. Now we're getting into the real. This is the real game. This is, yes. How many levels was that? Ah, geez. So my body is ready for this game. Was that a bait? I think so. Because otherwise Narik's comment was so obvious. All right, this game is dope. This game is dope. We're having fun. You having fun, chat? I'm having fun. Hell. Recursion. It's a fractal. What does it mean? Chat. I'm excited. I'm so excited. Okay, this means, well, let's just do the thing and see what it means. Okay, we're in recurse. So now okay, let's think about what has just happened. What we have done in practice, we don't have to think about any more than 2 layers, right? We just have to think about like the layer that we're working with and the resources that we have available from like the adjacent layers, which means the dudes that we can bring into the world and the dudes that we can bring out of this world and sort of vice versa. In terms of puzzle making, you know, you don't have to think about infinity to like solve the puzzle, right? Those are like the only practically relevant bits of the puzzle, basically. Unless there's a series, you know, roughly speaking, for the most part. Okay, so we got a dude in here. So now we can definitely bring this dude. We got to push this box up here. So we definitely have to push this up here and then leave like this so that we can push the box in here and then solve the puzzle. There we go. The big dude does look really cute. I appreciate him. This is genuinely such a great tutorial level for this mechanic. It really is. Worth a try? No, like I said, I'd refund the points anyway. Okay. Oh, this is interesting. Okay, so here, this is we're used to going into the small box to make things happen, right? And it just so happened in the previous level that going into the small box, well, it's always going to be true actually. So never mind what I was about to say. This is basically exactly the same mechanic, except it forces you to do like the next level up, which is leave the current box into the external box to draw. It's like you're moving in the positive direction rather than like the negative direction, if that makes sense. You're going from small to big so that you can make this happen, which is awesome. Now though, let's think about how we're going to, hold on. Okay. Here, we need the box to be in there, so we want to push it back down, so we've got to do this, because pushing a box into a corner is always a trap, right? So you got to be careful. How many dimensions is this? Yes. How many you need for a given puzzle, plus a few to be sure? Yeah, pretty much. Okay. The recursion. I'm so into it. Okay, so if you think, again, this is the whole don't think about the recursion if you don't need to. We can conceptualize it as just a movable teleporter. Yes and no. It's a movable teleporter, but also more. Okay, so we got to move this block down here and then plug this hole. And the only way that we can do that is with this block here. So we need to enter... Actually, we can leave to go, let me think. Pushing the block in is redundant, right? That doesn't actually get us anything, or does it? Hold on. Pushing the block in just means that the block is now over here, right? So if the only way that I can push this block is down here, right? So now I can enter, okay, we did the thing. There we go. Okay, we did the thing. What happens if you push a block out of itself? Probably you can't do that. If I had to guess, I would guess that the levels are designed in such a way that it's impossible for you to do that, but maybe it is. And the game throws like an infinity, like Bava is you. If you do something that like leads to an infinite logic loop or whatever, then it sort of cuts it off after a certain number of iterations, and it gives you like an infinity symbol and tells you that you know, you're going a little too hard in the paint. Okay, so we want to push this guy down, and then push this guy out of the, yeah, and then push this guy down. Okay. So it's tutorialized so well. This is so good. This is so good. Oh my god. Okay. I'm just having a whale of a time over here. Okay, let's push this guy up. But that's obviously a problem. So now we're stuck. Okay, so now we had to push this guy up to be able to manipulate it. To be able to push it off of the wall, we have to do something similar to what we did before, but now with recursion. Right? So, we push this guy, over here, however, okay. Obviously, this is an issue because we need to push this block into this hole, which we can't do because, you know, we can't get to this side of it. But, if we do this, then we can get to this side of it. Very good. Very good. Very good. Okay. Fantastic. All right, we'll try the challenge levels. Why not? We'll bite. These have been a lot of fun, right? Okay. Ah, cheesy pits. It's escalating very well. Man, this is one of the most satisfying like difficulty curves that I've experienced in a game for a long time, because it's so easy to over or undershoot, right? You might just want to like throw people into the deep end, but then that's kind of frustrating. And, you know, if you want to place like the proper breadcrumb trail to keep people like motivated, then there has to be regular intervals of satisfaction. Otherwise people get frustrated and put down the game, right? Okay, to be able to get this block off the wall, we just got to do this. Now I got to think of how... Now I can get up from underneath this guy, but how do I get over here? Give me a second. Let me finish my thought process. Sorry. There's gonna be a lot of me getting distracted by myself like this. It's just par for the course. There's like a tendency to overcorrect the other way, which is to make the curve too flat, which results in people getting bored. The idea is getting stale, and you lose the magic before you're really gripped, right? This game is doing such a good job of like iterative, making it feel like you're taking one step at a time without like skipping a bunch of rungs of the ladder, but simultaneously making it feel like novel and rewarding when you solve each problem. Like really, like it feels kind of like all killer no filler, if that makes sense. Like every single level so far really feel, and I mean this is natural for the tutorial level, so the real test is going to be like seeing how it holds up into later in the game, but it so far I'm very impressed. So far first impressions are really good. Okay, right. Let's solve the puzzle. What are we doing? So we can obviously access up here by going into here. The question is how, there's no way to move this box. So that's definitely going to be in the side. We just can't get around it. It's just not in the cards. How do we need to, okay, I figured it out. All right. So we have to get this, excuse me. I didn't figure it out. Sorry. Okay. If, for example, we could push this block up here, then we could perhaps by like pushing it up inside this thing, then we could come out around here, push that block in, and then go into this place ourselves. However, it seems difficult to get this block to here and push it in. Oh, but we can get this block into here. Okay, I figured it out. All right, so let's push this block up to here. Now we can't push it up inside, right? It's not possible, except we totally can if we go out this way and then do a little bit of this. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Then we push it up here. Then we go back into the overworld. And then we're done. That's a good one. That's a really good one. No right answer here, just differing intuitions. Exterior is kind of an illusion, my take. That's not at all the solution I thought about. Well, there you go. This game seems pretty sick. Ryan, you'd love this game. I think you'd love this game. It's pretty... I didn't have any expectations going in, but I'm very pleased. Okay. This is fantastic. All right. Okay, what are we doing? This is another challenge level. Now, we've got two blocks here, two holes and two blocks, so obviously these have to be pushed. So the question is basically how we're going to manipulate this one to come out here, right? So it's likely going to involve, when you're in a cramped space here, the recursion blocks kind of help you maneuver around in a cramped space like this. That's kind of what we've seen, right? So how about let's push this in. Now you might think, oh no, we're stuck. And we kind of are. I'm not positive that this is the solution necessarily. We might want I think that we want the recursion block to come out, but then there's no way that we can get it out. Give me a sec. We need, if it goes under, okay. What about this? And then we can push it up from here. And then this, and then we get this block out like this. And then we get the block out. We solved it. We solved it, chat. Yay! We solved it. This is good. World 2 out of the way. World 2 out of the way. Or layer 2. We need to go deeper. Let's go. Empty. Is that a command? Is that... New mechanic. What does it mean? It's just an empty space. Okay, so actually we want to go this way so we can push it this way. And then leave this way and push it. That is such a good tutorial level. / also really aesthetically satisfying, like shape-wise. Dude, I'm getting into this. I'm like, this is not a sponsored stream, but I'm standing pretty hard here. This guy knows what's up. This Patrick fellow, he knows what's going on. Okay, this is great. This is good shit. Okay, so we've got a hole here and a hole in there, so we have to go inside this at some point. Now we is there any hole here? No, there isn't. Okay, fantastic. Hi, Potato. How's it going? Okay. Question is what we're gonna use to fill this square, right? Now, if we... Okay. So the problem is, okay, I figured it out. I'm gonna need to get this in 100% it before Smack gets to the fancy stuff. Yeah, hey, it's so, I mean, okay, you're not gonna have to narrate your thought process the way that I am, but I implore you to, it's a race. Let's do it. Let's do it, Ryan. Okay, so the problem here is you need to go inside this Parabox, this sub box to fill this hole with this block, right? But in order to get inside this, you have to push it up against a wall. And so if we push it up against the wall, the problem is that we then need to push it into this space, so we can't get it off the wall to do that, right? And this guy's stuck against a wall, so same deal. However, if we push this guy into this wall like this, then we can do the thing and use the empty block to still get out and do the thing with the thing. There we go. Ooh, lots going on. Is there a box here? No. Okay, I don't know where to put myself. This is another... there's a box in here that needs to be filled. So, okay, that's interesting. Aren't there more solutions? I wouldn't surprise me if there are multiple solutions to any of these levels. It wouldn't surprise me. Okay, here we go. Okay, so here it's pretty easy. We fill, and then we... That's a good tutorial! That's such a good tutorial. Okay, so I obviously expected to just go inside this, because the way that we've been doing, I think every time that I don't think we've pushed a sub block onto a block to absorb it yet. Correct me if I'm wrong, chat, but I think we've always had the block that we're going into against a wall, and then we had to go inside it, until this level, which demonstrates that, you have to, you know, go inside that if you push the sub block onto the block, then it will absorb the block in this manner. No, we haven't? Okay, cool. Alright, great. So now we have to figure out, fantastic. Okay, so now we got to figure out how to get these boxes, in here in this way and make it into okay, so the last step has to be us getting into this box, right? So this game requires you to think outside the box. Very, very good, Artman40. There, yes. Sometimes, or maybe arguably no. So you have to think exclusively inside the box. I don't know. Okay, but very, you know, points. We give you points for that. Easy. We just do the opposite. We suck this box in to there, and then we didn't mean to do that. And then we push the box out from inside this box. Easy. Okay, that also happens to be inside the box. There is only inside. You need to think on the boundary between the inside and the outside of the box. The outside is the inside of the box. I think that's what we need to internalize. Okay, interesting. So we need to be able to... okay. So this is a challenge level. So far, if the challenge levels end up being challenging enough that they sort of really put a damper on the pacing through the levels, because we're flying through these and we're seeing new concepts, it's really exciting, I might push the brakes on the challenge levels, but we'll see. So far, so good. So far, so good. Okay. Right. So I figured it out. Okay, so you need to be able to push the... The only way to get to this side is, with these things full, is using this sub box space, right? The game's very realistic. Everyone who's tried to put a box inside itself without shoving the box out of itself can tell you. Okay, so we need to be inside this, and the only way to get inside this box, I guess it's symmetric, you could do either the top or the bottom, but it's set up in such a way that this one's the bottom, is to come into it from the top, right? So I think the way to do this is to do this, to shove this box similar to the previous level in here, shove this box out through here, and then do this. So pretty easy challenge level. Pretty easy challenge level. But very satisfying nonetheless. Again, it really does seem to be all killer, no filler. Okay. Same with the previous, levels. Like sub boxes allow you to maneuver around corners, right? And this one is in a pretty, oops, my bad. This one is in a fairly, oh, I messed up. I need to do this exactly the opposite way. I need green to stay up here. And then go out here, and then go into... Push this in here so that I can... No, this still... Oh, sorry. Obviously, that doesn't get it off of the ground. To get it off of the ground, I would need to push... Right. I need to push the green box into the top of it, like so. No, that still doesn't help, right? Okay, so now, no, it do, because I can push this box off of the wall. We figured it out, chat. Took us a second, but we got there. We got there. There may have been more solutions on the last in addition to symmetry. I believe you. I believe you. Doing the thing and thinking outside the inside of the box, inside the other box, is basically the only things you have to do in this game, right? Yes. I think you've got it. Imagine this game, but with gravity. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't think it would add. I think it's a hat on a hat. Okay, so this space has a wall inside it. So we need to end up on the inside of this space. So it feels like what we need to do is to put these blocks in here, push this box up here, get inside it, get to the right of it to push it over one, then get inside it and push the 2 green boxes out, and then beat the level inside this one, right? So, question is what the easiest way is of doing that. I think this feels fairly straightforward. If we just do a little bit of this and a little bit of, why did I push it up against the wall like that? A little bit of this and then a little bit of this. Oh, I need to not push it into the wall. I need them to be on the, no, I don't. It doesn't matter. That's fine, right? Was this a challenge level? Does anyone remember? This one felt not super challenging compared to the other levels, but it was good. That was a challenge level. Well, hey, we did it. Gravity is perpendicular to the screen. Yeah, gravity is perpendicular to the screen. The z-axis is length 1. So you know, same way that 5D chess is 5D. Ooh, okay. So we started inside a box. I want to see the animation of, yeah, okay, so it wasn't clear, we didn't see, I don't think, from the overworld that we were inside a box. So that tells us that there's level information that's not, we don't always see the outermost layer of the level from the level select screen, which is interesting. I can already tell there's going to be some world is a level stuff going on. Hell yeah, dude. You know there is, Poison. Remind you of a game? Not me. I don't know what you're talking about. Okay, let's do the thing that it seems like we got to do, which is push all these guys in all these directions. Then push this box into one of the directions. There we go. We did it. Was Patrick's favorite sport boxing? Is this true? If Patrick is in the chat, maybe you can confirm or deny. All right, so one box in here, and then a box in here, and then a box in here. So it is mandatory for this box to be in the subist level. Like, one of these boxes is going to be here, the other one is going to be inside that box, and this one's going to be inside that box. So we have to decide which is which. Now, the only way to get inside this box is by pushing in from the top of it. So I think it is clear that we need this box to be there and to push this box inside that box. You might think then, but Samet, how do you put this box inside this box? And the answer is by doing it inside this box. So let's push this into place, and then we can move here, and then, oops, move twice, and then we solve the puzzle. Very good. Very good. You box the boxes. What if you try to push those into each other? We did? Oh, like which one takes precedence? Actually, that's a good mechanical question. Like if you try to do this, well, we saw that it was the yellow one goes in, right? So if you go this way, okay, so the priority is for the one that you are pushing to go inside the other one. If this was, okay, so that's Peppo G. Write that down, chat. So if this happens and we push this down, then the one on the wall gets to go inside the other one. But put the green in the middle and push all three. Okay, Predictions, chat. What do you think? This is good. No, that's a good thought. Okay. Let's think. What do we think will happen? I think what will happen is the green will go into the orange, and then the blue will go into the orange. That's good game design because it works intuitively the way that you think it's gonna work. So there we go. Asked and answered. Asked and answered. Very good. Very good stuff. Now, I'm sure there will be other edge cases. Let's try this challenge level. Ooh. Oh, interesting. How wide are these? These are 3 across. Okay, oops. I was meant to undo. That was for science, chat. So, we need a box to go in here. Now, the only way... okay, I figured it out. Boxes help you... Hey, Dadik, how's it going? Each box has 4 edge cases. That's funny. I wonder if the game can be broken in any way? Probably. Are you seeing this? I already made the edge case joke? Alright, sorry, Sonoy. Okay, I figured it out. Each of these boxes... basically, you have to get around... You have to push something around 2 corners. So each of these boxes, or 2 of these boxes, are going to help you go around these 2 corners, and the last one is going to get you where you want to go, right? So... we need a box where we can go inside and push something out to the right. That's this one. And then we need one where we can go inside and push something down. That's this one. So it's got to be that orange is nested and blue is nested in green. That's just the way that it be. Thankfully we can make that happen. So let's see. Let's put green here. Let's put blue here and put orange into here, and then put I've done this in such a way that I can't do it the way that I want to do it. Right? Yeah, because now geez, okay. So I can get the, hold on. This is still fixable. Or is it? If I push this all the way and then go inside of this, then I can't go outside of the... Okay. Give me a sec, chat. Give me a sec. I need something to be against the wall. So why didn't I just do... this? Question mark? Orange needs to go... inside. Well, we can use the blue. I need to push down to get it inside of this. But I need to be able to get it off of the wall. And the only way that I can get it off of the wall is if I... The first puzzle so far where it's not immediately coming to me, even though I think that it's... like, I got the idea of it, but I got tripped up on the execution. I was trying to figure out... And maybe it's obvious to people in chat, you've already seen it, but I was trying to get the orange in the blue in the green. It might be that we have to like use the mechanics to get it out. Like you don't just put them all in and take them all out. Like you need to go in and out in order to help facilitate this whole situation. Green in... So, okay, so we need to push the green onto the surface or the thing onto the green surface and still be able to get it out, right? So like the... Okay, so for example... Oh, we can do it within the green. Chat, we can do it within the green. Okay, right. I forgot that you can use the inside of the boxes. Okay. All right, problem solved. That's That's good. That's really good. Oh man, okay. Yes, of course. All right. Here we go. Okay. That was really helpful. Like as a tutorial. Like I said, it's not just like there's no filler. Okay. We got it. That makes so much sense. It's so clear. That's good. There was a piece that I was missing, which was that, of course, you're allowed to use the boxes on the inside. What is it inside the box thinking? It was inside the box thinking. Okay, great. Fantastic. This is good. Okay. Same shiz here, right? We need to be able to push a thing out of the left side and we need to use this space to round the corner. So, we need to, if we had the orange here, we couldn't push something out of the left side of it. So the blue's got to be here. So the orange has to go inside the blue. That much is clear. So if we do this, oops, exactly the opposite of what I just said I needed. If we do this, then we can get inside here. But no, what we need is we need to be able to get inside it when it's, So I wonder if you have to push inside to get up there. They're getting good. This is a challenge level, to be fair. This is really good. Okay. So the question is, how can we, in order to get inside, we have to like block that way, right? That's just how it is. The problem is we can't get inside. I guess you just do orange first and then you switch, right? That's the only way. Okay. Orange first, then switch. Seems reasonable, right? Because now you can get inside of this. You can push, now we can push this, but what we need is for... Hold on. This doesn't work. So if I push the blue out this way. Wait, no, this does exactly what I wanted it to do. Sorry. I got confused in a way that I didn't have to. It worked the way I did the first time. I got caught up, but it's fine. Okay, easy clap. All right. Okay, yay. All right. Recursion again. The blue boxes are recursive. Blue is the most recursive color. Chat, how do you feel? Agree or disagree? Agree or disagree? You can now. All right, okay. Everybody's freaking out about the fact that we can push the box out of itself. All right. We have achieved infinity. I just unlocked an achievement. Okay. There is a meta space where these boxes are still movable. I have an infinite so this is recursive, but this one broke out of the recursion. I assume, can I push it back in? Either this way or that way? You can't push infinity into anything, but you can probably push this into infinity. No, you're just stuck. All right. We broke it. We broke the game. Wait, this mechanic is necessary. Oh, no, it's not. Sorry. Because I forgot how the game started. Okay. All right. Which one's restart again? R? R is restart. And you can undo a restart, right? So good. That's so good. Okay. All right. Now we know, chat. We made the infinity. Okay. Okay, and then we can get this off the wall like this. Okay. Wow, that's fantastic. I love the giant blob. The giant blob is super cute. It's got to be said. Okay, challenge levels where we can cause infinity to happen, which is just fantastic. Okay. Now, here's the thing. Okay, so we want to get this up here, but before we push this block into there, we want to do this. There we go. Easy challenge level. Easy challenge level. It should have been an infinite band. What if a level requires infinity? I wouldn't be surprised if they do in the future. The side's glued on. What happens when you push the block out? Push the block out of what? Okay. Here we go. So, okay, this is some classic so I want to be able to push, and it'll end up in the top, and I want to get it out of the bottom, right? So, never mind, problem solved. Okay, here we go. And then we can push it over here, and then with this, we can push it up one so that I push it to the bottom, and then we push it over. Fantastic. Of the block into infinity space. Then it's in the infinity space, right? Finish the world. Yay, we're zipping through these levels. Okay, we need to go deeper. We need to go deeper. Eat. All right. Are you my mother? Then it's in the void. Yes, but there maybe be an infinite of the push block out. That doesn't make sense. It would just be one. You broke out of the infinity, right? Okay, so what I need to be able to do is, all right, eat. What does eat mean? Every world seems to put a new mechanic in. I don't know what. Okay, so I guess the main mechanic that's being pushed here is the, like pushing the block so that it eats. Like pushing the sub block into the thing. Yeah? Right? Okay. Is there like a box here that's hidden or something? No? What's the... Oh, okay. The puzzle is that this is stuck to the wall. So you have to, so you can't just push all of these blocks into this. You have to use the mechanic where, where you push the sub block into the other block. I understand. Okay. Oops. Very good. Very good. There we go. Man, game so realistic you can eat. Eating mechanic. Okay. Great. Normally I'm not a big fan of mechanics that force you to eat. But here we make an exception. What do we have to do here? Let's think. We have to push the block in there, but same as the, okay, eat. Thematic. We have to remember, okay. This is similar to a puzzle that we solved earlier where it's still, you have to get around the corner, but you can't use this to get around the corner naively because there's still a corner within here and you can't get around the corner because it's not a recursive block, even though it's blue. Like not all of the blocks are blue. So what you have to do is tee it up so that you can push it out from the inside like this, but can you yeet? Asking the hard-hitting questions out here. Okay, great. Okay, now we have the recursion. Oh, but now there's this block in the way. Ooh, spicy. Okay. Oh, it's the same. It's the same. It's the same as the previous puzzle, right? Where you do this to tee it up, so to speak, and then you you yeet, and then you win. This game's so good. Okay, so appears to be the same puzzle, but the obvious difference is you can't get inside. Like if you were to, okay, it's eat. You can't push this block up against this because you need to be able to push it into here. However, you can tee it up using the eat mechanic, which is cool. I don't know why I pushed it that way. I could have pushed it the other way, but that's, it's a non-trivial, you know, progression. It's like the same puzzle as the last one, but adds a non-trivial component. Man, I mean, I've just been gushing about this game. Okay, so this has 4 dudes in it. Eat. The mechanic is eat. We just have to make sure that we understand. Okay, so the last one, the first one that goes in, so the last one into the tube has to be the green one, because we need to, because we're gonna push it in, because these 4 blocks are gonna go in here, and we need the green one to be here so that we can go into this block from the outside and then enter the green block, right? So green at the end. Let's push this down, and then this guy, and then this guy, and then this guy, and then eat. Fantastic. Woo! This is great. Challenge levels, why not? Okay, recursion. Right? Yep. Oops. All right, okay. What's going on here? Now, there's a block here, and we have to eat, presumably. There are no blocks. All we have to do is get inside this block, right? It's fascinating. You can eat this block. It's a thing you can do. Eat. It's what you do. So I guess the question is, let's think about this. If we eat this block like this, then it will be blocked off. And we won't be able to, we need to push it into a place where we can get into it, right? We can do that if we leave like this and push it this way. Then we can push this block into it to release it, except, like I was saying earlier, they don't put more, there aren't really red herrings. Like everything that you're given, largely speaking, it seems, is necessary to beat the game, or to beat the level, which I, of course, respect immensely. So, okay, so in that case, we're stuck. So we got to figure out how to use the other block. Probably we got to eat it first. Right? Question is, exactly how? Okay, so we can push this block into here, eat that block, and then come out like this, right? But we need to, wait, we need to do the green first and then push it out twice with the others, right? Unless we eat the... Which we can totally do now, so that's fine. Okay. Okay, so we've liberated this block. We can push it, I think we want to push it up here. And then eat the green block like this. And then exit out here so we can push this down. And then eat. And then eat. We did it. Yay. This is so well tutorialized. I know! Aw, dude. Man. When we played... It's not that there aren't good puzzle games out there. But again, like I was saying before the stream, there are like strata. There are leagues of puzzle game, right? And the most recent one that we played, we were spoiled, we played Babazu. Said I won't mention it, but whatever. This is like good things for this game. You kind of get bummed because like when it's over, because a game like that only shows up once every like long period of time, right? So we got done playing it and I was like, oh man, there's something, it's just so novel and so well put together. There's just like nothing exactly like it. So what are we gonna do now that it's over? I don't know, wait another like 10 years, you know, before somebody does something that's equally interesting but somehow not derivative. The wait is over. That's all I'm saying. This is so good. Regression's great. What happens if you push yourself with a recursion block? I don't know what you mean. 3 years? Yeah, 3 years. Yeah. Wow, it was Baba 2019. That's insane. Okay, so I guess we got to push ourselves in here. These are pretty. These are extension. These last few levels. These last like 2 or 3 levels have been the closest. So like the smallest increments from the previous concept so far, and even then they didn't feel like filler. If that makes sense. Whoa, what's going on over here? I want to play the challenge levels. But I'm ASCII version? No, Notepad the game? It is Notepad the game. Underscores and equals signs. Hello? Sub game? It's just a level but represented with ASCII characters. Wow. Best levels found. I'm not sure what the equals signs and what the underscore and the equal sign are. What's B? Okay. Well, we can get into here. Wow, it's really kind of difficult to. B is a box, I guess. What's P? P is Patrick. The main character is Patrick. Mind blown. This is a NetHack reference? Oh, okay. Apparently, this is a NetHack reference, which I respect immensely. Oh, okay. It is clear to me now what they represent. All right. B underscore is where the boxes go. Equals is where you go. It makes sense. We achievement unlocked side puzzle. That was a lot of fun. Okay, cute. All right. So 4 boxes need to go in here. So all the boxes need to go in there. Okay. So I'm guessing that if we push, what is the issue with just naively stacking these and pushing them onto each other? It looks like there isn't one, right? We just stack them and push them, but why are the green blocks? Well, okay, let's try. And we will have our answer soon enough. Oh, this is going to force the... Now I see. Now I see. That's the issue. Okay, so we can fix that by... That's already up against the wall. Does that matter? We want a green... Hold on. Let me think real quick. If I put a green there first, then suddenly it's not an issue if I Oh, you can just have this green over here after you do the others. Okay, so if you do this, oh, it doesn't work. Let me think. It's always going to be... You go into it from the top and you can't get out. Is this a challenge level? This one's non-trivial. They can't ever be the way that I've put them. Because you... Well, okay, you could pick it up. But how can you... Oh, you just do the other 3 and then the green last, right? Because the... Yeah. Okay. Like, we can put this over here if we really want. That's fine. But then green here, and then you just put the other one over there for the last one, right? Yeah. Oops. Didn't mean to go that far. We went too deep. Okay, there we go. All right, straightforward. There we go. Press 7 to turn this into ASCII. Ah, okay, cool. That was a challenge level. Okay. Okay, so first 7 press just gives you all the blocks. Zoomed in, and then second 7 press gives you the ASCII, and then you're back out. You're back out to the game. Man, this is how long have we been playing? Feels like we only just started, but also like we've been playing this forever, which I think is awesome. This game is great. This is fantastic. Okay, what are we doing? This is another challenge level, right? Okay, so I sense that an eat needs to happen. Okay, I think I figured it out. So it's obviously true that the green needs to be on the outermost level simply because it needs to be filled by the other 2 boxes, right? So we need to push. We need to eat. So the question is, how can we get inside of this? Okay, the final push is going to involve... Oh, but actually, how do we get this out of the... Oh, because you don't have to... Okay. All right, so the problem is we need to get this into here, but to push something up into it, obviously you need to use the ceiling because those are the mechanics. Or push it down onto this level. If you push it down onto this level, then you can't get underneath it because it'll be blocked by the wall. If you push it up here, then you can't get it off of the wall. So you use one of the sub blocks, this sub block, to enable you to push it in, and indeed push it in again. Then you leave and you solve the puzzle. Good one. That was a good one. It was a lot of fun. Yay! Achievement unlocked, tidy. Here we go. Okay, we have eaten. Next row, what are I lost track? Is this world 4 now that we're in? Reference. Ooh. Ooh. A warm swell in the music. But what does it portend? More recursion. We love the recursion. Okay, so let's figure this out. Oh, this is the first level, I think, in a recursive level where there's a non-recursive sub-block. So I guess we need to push the entire level into this? Is that true? But what does it mean? It must be, right? So, yeah. Wow, okay. So, the outside, wow. That's like really interesting symmetry breaking. And then you have to come out of here to push this into here. Wow. So now it's nested. There's like an AB world. That's awesome. That's so good. Wow, and it just like I was saying before, it's like every world really introduces a mechanic that's like not, it sets your mind abuzz with like, this is like a new playground now. It's like the new piece of equipment. Okay, what is this piece of equipment? Going with the analogy from before, man, I don't know. There aren't that many, is the thing. At least not the amusement parks. Sorry, not the playgrounds that I played in as a kid. Maybe this is the jungle gym. Why not? It's a little more freeform, you know? It's a little more... Does the game introduce rotated recursion blocks? I guess we'll find out. Enough blathering. What are we doing here? Okay, so we got to get a block up to here. So let's see. Does it have level designer? I don't know if there are custom levels in this game. Okay, if we push this block into here, then we can't get it out. We could push this block into here, but what does that do for us? That doesn't really make any sense. So I guess we need to use this block to push... Okay, push this block off the wall, like so. Then use that block to move around the corner of here. And we need to do this to get it off so that it's not stuck on the bottom wall. Okay, we figured it out. Very good. There is apparently awesome. Bet you could break this game pretty good with the designer. I believe it. I believe, of course. Of course you can. Okay. Cool. Okay, next. How do we get out of here? So the only exit from the recursion here, for the recursive block is up. So the only way that we can interact with this block is to go inside it, right? Oh, I figured it. I didn't figure it out. There's another solution. I believe you. I believe you. If we don't want this to be stuck, so we have to be able to go inside. Yeah, no, I figured it out. Yeah, okay. So we push this. Oops, my bad. We push this block inside, and it's the nesting recursion, right? That's the whole. Oops. I want to come out here, so that I can come out into this, and then we go into here, and we rescue our little block here, and then we do this. Fantastic. I'm sure there are multiple solutions for many of the puzzles. Great. Let's do a challenge level. The challenge levels have been really good so far. Okay. It's gonna involve nesting again. So the way that you save this is by nesting into it, right? Because the only exit, you can't like push it up against this wall to get the. Okay. I think that this is the idea. We nest the recursion, and then we do this so that we can come out here, so that we can push this out, and then we do a little bit of this, a little bit of that, and then a little bit of this. There we go. Very good. Very good. Okay. This is great. This is great. All right. Okay. Recursion. Now we got a block with a wall up top. So what do we need to... Okay, so we need to come out here. We need to be inside a subblock. This world is called reference. I define a unique solution as different end states for the blocks. Sure. Why not? Well, and that, I mean, there are, you know, it's not fun if it's like permutations of, you know, like the previous level, I decided that the recursive block was like on the right and the empty block was on the left, but I could have done vice versa, right? And that doesn't feel like a different solution. I think that your definition is doesn't quite get the job done, Narik. Okay, so I need to be inside a block here to get to here. That's the only way that there can be a block here and get to here. You can't come out of the left side of this block, so it's got to be you gotta be able to come out of this block, right? And so one way that you can do that is if you I actually need to push it from the bottom like this. Okay. Oh no, but then I can't get inside of it. Oh, that's what this block is for, maybe? Like I said, there are no superfluous blocks generally. So I guess this is sufficient, right? Oh no, it's the other way around that I wanted. Is that consistent with what we found before? It probably is. I probably just forgot how it worked. I want the blue one to go inside the green one, not the other way around, right? Yes? Okay. I got a little confuzzled. Okay, well, that's fine. We can just do it this way instead. And this will force the blue one to go inside the green one, right? Okay. Oh, but I need it to go not in that direction. Because I need to be able to... Why does it enter the side? I understand why it enters the side. Okay. All right. This gets the job done, right? No, it'll do the same thing. I simply need the blue block inside the green block and then the green block to be here. But I can't push the blue block in from either side because the top wall of the green block will prevent the blue block will prevent me from coming out of the blue block. It's fine, just go out the top. I don't think it is fine. Because look, if I do what I had done before, I thought that was the redo button. Okay, well, check it out. So I can't go out the top because it's blocked. You see the wall in the subblock? So we got to use the box. We got to use the box. The idea is clear, but the execution is not quite as clear. I need to push this into this, but from the bottom. However, as we just saw, if I attempt to do that naively, this block gets sucked into the bottom of this block and not the other way around. So I just need to do it the other way, right? I just need to push right. Of course. I just need to do the opposite. No shit. Okay. Sorry. Had a brain fart. We figured it out. Yay. You just flip it. If it doesn't work, you just flip it. Okay. That's good. All right. There we go. We hit snags every now and again. Nothing wrong with that. Okay. Ooh, cool. Okay, so we need to go in. We need to put the recursive block inside this block because there's nothing else to fulfill. Nothing else to fill the space here inside this block. So let's do that. Oh. I need to be able to go inside this block, right? Okay, I got it. This, and then to get inside here, okay. So we needed to find a way to get inside. I wonder if there's an achievement for clicking a certain number of times. That was just intuition was telling me that there was. All right, it appears as though there isn't, unless it's like much more than what I've already done. Oh, but it keeps track of what the outermost layer is. I don't think that you can right click infinitely. Unless you can right click infinitely. All right, never mind. Never mind. Okay. All right. I had to figure out a way to get inside. You click 12 times. There's a lot more. All right. Okay. I'm not worried about it. I had to find a way to get this green box onto this square. But still be able to get inside it. And that's where the recursion came in. Okay. Cool. All right. Oh, that was a challenge level as well. Cool. Neat. Okay. What are we looking at here? Oh, there's the outermost box is totally different. Wow, there are so many levels. Oh, okay. It's inside the... Okay, now we're getting somewhere. The extras menu has recursion as well. That's amazing. Okay, now we're getting somewhere. Okay, so how many levels are there? Oh, I can see it. I was just gonna say it would be really helpful if I could see all of them. This is where the real game begins, chat. Up until now, it's been sunshines and rainbows. It's been like a magical fairyland with like unicorns and lollipop hedges. And then you go into like the cute gingerbread hut and everything is really pretty. But then you pop open like the peppermint sofa and there's like a staircase down to the basement where there's like an underground gambling ring and like the real gamers are here to play for stakes. You know what I mean? That's what just happened to us. This is, you know, the Little Red Riding Hood's granny is like, she's got like a cigar in one hand, hair tied back. You know, this is like, I don't know where that analogy came from, but it's apt. It's apropos. Okay, cool. So what do we need to do? We need to push the green up. And we need to push the purple up. Now, to get inside the purple, we need to go into the green. Okay. Let's grip it and rip it. Oops. I bet ASCII would help you solve this faster. Not yet. Like, eventually that might be true, but I just don't really see it. Oops. I think we want to go in this deep. Oh, no. We want this to be the last level that we do. So, okay, we want to bring that up here, move up, bring that up here. Oh, no. We got to open up, okay. We have to open... Yeah, we don't want to do that for green. Why did I think that we had to do that for green? Purple... Oh, oh, I forgot that there's blue. All right. Let's bring this back. Go into purple. I forgot about blue. Okay. We got to do blue first and then work our way out from there. Okay. Purple, then green, then... Oh, geez. We got to do yellow first. Because green obviously has to be the last one that we, like, enter, right? And... Let me think about this. You can enter a level either by going out of the sub-level or out of the... or into the sub-level that is the level that you're trying to go into, right? So, we want to, we can only navigate by getting out of the sub-levels all the way up, and we want the highest sub-level that we have up to be this green one. Okay, I figured it out. All right. We recurse as deep as we can. Undo this. Okay, so they're all off now, right? Now, we put this into place because by the time we get into here, we're not going to be able to get out of here again. Okay, there we go. Okay. If you stop and think about it, then you solve the problem. There you go. 4 options for first. You're halfway to brute forcing it. I wasn't even keeping track of which ones I tried because that's not important to me. We're here to understand the concepts, to build intuition, to internalize the game. We're not savages, Narik. Please. Okay, how many levels do we have now? All right, only 2. Fantastic. I guess if I had looked, then I could have seen that. Okay. Oh, actually, what does it look like in this view if we... Okay, it's just separate. I really appreciate that view exists, man. That's great. That's fantastic. Okay, so I need to push the block out of here. But I can't do that unless I... Okay, hold on. I think that I shouldn't have pushed it all the way out to there. I think that I want to... No. Well, okay, here's the thing. We push this block into here, which is fine, but now I need a way to be able to get up to... Oh, we can just go in the... Sorry, I'm such a silly goose. Out here and then into here. Duh. And then we can push this in here, and then we can leave here, push this down so that we can get this box in here. Oops, definitely need to not do that. And then push it out from the inside here. Things are getting spicy, chat. Oops. Things are getting spicy. This is... Spice hath incurred. Okay. Wow. All right. This game is tight. Okay, wow. Okay. Not super overwhelming. They give you 5 blocks, but which is the most so far, but they're not all recursive, and a lot of these are like small, right? So it's not a big deal. Okay, so what's going on is pink is just its own thing. Green and yellow are nested within each other forever, and then blue is its own thing. Oh, wow, this is getting involved. Okay, this is getting to the level where, like, you stop being able to immediately intuit, like, exactly what you have to do. Is the most so far? I think so. I think so, right? Let's get this unstuck so that we have access to this. Now, it has to be the case. What are the blocks that we have to... We have to put a block in here. That's the only hole, right? It's just this guy? Huh. Interesting. You can't go in or out of this block, but it's not, this isn't part of the recursion chain. We have to get a block to the outside, but we know how to do that. We ought to go around the corner here, but this is okay. I think we solved it, chat. We have to take this around the corner, but you can't just do that, because like if you push it into this, then there's still a corner within the corner, so you got to do what we did here, which gives you access to this thing, which you eat, but then still have to have... Oh, so actually what we want to do is... It's still not done yet. We want to basically use the... Here. Okay. This, and then we can go into the level from the top to push it in, and then we can just fit ourselves in like that. Oh, did I miss? There's a box here. I missed this box. Oh, but okay, that's fine. Is it? Can't believe I missed this box. Oh, it's just the pink box. Silly me. Okay, so I need to be able to figured it out. Plug that up again so that you have a wall against which to push. There we go. That was good. That was good. You look so proud. There's a lot of that. There's a lot of that on our stream. A lot of pride followed by immediate confoundment. Okay, that was a good level. That was the trickiest one so far, for sure. There were a lot of moving parts. There's like two kinds of trickiness when it comes to puzzle games like this. There's like depth of how many layers of mechanics, like how complex it is in terms of the involvement of like all of the articulating parts with respect to each other, which is kind of more exhausting, easier to do generally from like a brute force perspective. But ultimately not my favorite. The other kind of trickiness in a game like this is like conceptual trickiness, where it's like creativity that you need to like understand a new interaction, as opposed to piecing together lots of layers of like interactions that you're already familiar with. But this game's been doing a good job of balancing the two. Okay, what do we do here? Two holes that we got to fit these guys into. Okay, so there's only one layer of recursion, and there's the green block. So, how can we get something here and here? This block is necessary, right? Because we got to push this block up here, and okay. Oops. We got to push this, like, if we have this block against here, we don't have access to up or down. So this is a sub block that we can get into and then like maneuver inside and then push something out of to get down here, right? So this has to be a block that contains this. That's just like for sure. Then we can push this in here. Oh, we actually don't want to do that immediately, right? We want to do this. Yeah, there we go. Because then we can get out of here and... Didn't do what I wanted it to do, did it? My bad. Hold on. let me think. We got to go in here and push this block out. But we have to push ourselves out first. We have to push ourselves out first. I think Confucius said that. Okay, so where in the green box do I need the level to be in order to be able to push myself out first? Oh, right there, right? Yeah. Okay. Did I have it there before? Well, in any case, all right. This is what needs to happen. I figured it out. And then out, and then out, and then up, and then in, and then we push the recursive block out, and then we beat the level. There we go. There we go. This is great. That was a good challenge level too. Oh, geez. Hello, sir. Can you calm down, please? Is this, I want to get off Mr. Bones' wild ride. Is this like a necessary component to solving this? Because it kind of gives me, it gets me real woozy. Just got to this level myself. Word, very cool. Say a lock a trillion monkeys in rooms with this game. How long before one beats it? Who knows? I would prefer to just, unless it's important for like the creative vision of the dev, I want to not have it constantly zooming. So that kind of made me real nauseous. Okay, great. Ryan just got here. Welcome, Ryan. I mean, I'm not surprised. You know, it's easy to make progress much more quickly. You know, if you don't also have to be entertaining. But we're, you know, comparison is the thief of joy, chat. We're having a good time, just playing the game at our own pace. Okay, I think clearly what needs to happen is push block here and then push this block out of this block, I think, probably. Why did that happen though? Why did what happen though? Why did this happen though? Just because, like, it was just like an artistic choice. It's nothing that I don't think was like super different than any of the other levels. I don't think so, at least. Okay, so if we push this block into here, because again, there's the corner issue. If you put something, you can't get something around a corner. So we tee it up, which is the language that I've been choosing to use for no reason in particular. Oh, but then we have issues because we need to get this out. So let's tee it up at the end, yeah? Okay, let's restart. Let's restart and let's tee it up at the very end. Like this. And then we do this, and then we do this, and then we do this, and then we do this. Great. Textbook. This is textbook. Okay. Fantastic. That wasn't too bad. That wasn't too bad. Why is the outside black? Just because the level itself was constantly zooming like this, and it was making me a little like visually upset. So I chose to instead freeze it. I nerfed it. You know, apologies if that offends anybody's sensibilities. Okay, so we have to, because we can only get out of this from the top, we clearly need to get into this from like this level needs to be in this level so that we can push it into here and then push it back out, something like that, right? So let's just do that. Let's push this level into that level, like so. Oh, and then push it further so that we can actually access between the levels like that. Now, wait, what did I, oh, it's because right, I didn't need to, but while I was demonstrating, I made a move that wasn't necessary. Oh, now here though is this is peculiar. Okay, I want to push this one further in to afford me flexibility in where I go and what I do. Okay, so now I can go here and then go here and then push this block back out and then beat the game. There we go. Fantastic. That's great. Another world down. Huzzah. How many are there? Anyone know how much of the game is left? So far I'm having a blast. Swap. Wow, the world only has one level sequence. Enough. Like how, what percentage of the main game are we through? That's what I want to know. If we're based on just basically how long we should go, etc. I mean, we're no signs of slowing down so far. Okay, we got more recursion. Oh, okay, interesting. So, swap is the name of this. The name of this level is swap. The name of this level is swap. There are 2 boxes or the name of this world rather. 21 worlds in total? Wow, spoiler, the game is infinite as well. Rip in peace my hard drive. Okay, that's so many billable man hours. Okay. Could I actually get the, could I get an actual number for that? Do we know? Okay, how are we gonna get where are we gonna get 2 boxes from? Now, if we could currently, that's peculiar, isn't it? What happens if we push this green box into... I just duplicated... I need to understand what I just did. Like, we solved the puzzle, but I need to go back and understand, like, exactly what I did. I just like made something from nothing, right? Can you make infinite boxes? Well, just because I got 2 boxes doesn't mean I exactly have internalized how I got 2 boxes. Okay, so there's currently a green box. Maybe this view will help us to really sort of put this together. There's a green box in the blue box right now. The only level of recursion right now is that there's just the blue box recursion. That's it, right? If we put the blue box in the green box, then we got green box into blue box into green box into blue box recursion, right? Hey, Crazy, how's it going? So by pushing the green box out of the blue box, like so, we have created a green box within a green box. We've swapped the recursion. That's what happened. That's why the world is called Swap. Oh my god, that's amazing. We've swapped the recursion from being blue infinite recursion to being green infinite recursion. Dude. Wow. This game really is beautiful. Wow. That's next level. That's so good. That's like a layer that I didn't, well, that I like nebulously conceptually anticipated from this game, but is still like really astounding. Wow. What happens if you push green up right here? Let's think. If you push green up, then it breaks out into the void. Yeah. It's the same thing that happens when you push same thing that happens when you push any other recursion out through itself, right? So that's not a surprising result. Okay. Wow, dude. That's amazing. One more game to the collection of games I should definitely play but never will play. I couldn't recommend it enough. I mean, you've seen my reaction live, right, to this. This is the first 2 hours of my interaction with this game at all. That was so good. Okay, so we gotta go. There are two holes in green that we have to satisfy. The only way to get, you can see we only have one hole here that we can push into green. If we swap the recursion into green, then suddenly we have two boxes in green. We have the blue box and the green box itself, the recursion box. I just want to know what happens if you push the blue box into the void. It just goes into the void. That's it. Okay, so question is how we want to exactly perform this. If we, let's think, we don't want the outside of the box to be maybe. We'll test it. We'll test it just to satisfy you a little bit later. But not right now. Give me a sec. Mine is still being blown. I think it's obvious that that's what happens. I'd bet money on it. The only place that we can go underneath is... Okay, let's just try to naively push the blue into the green. Let's just try this. Now, right, okay. So I want to push... I figured out the... Okay, here. This is the way to... Sorry. This is the way to do things. Now we can push the green out here. Now we have access to... Okay. Right. So now what we want to do is push the green into the green. But actually, I think that we want the blue to be one higher so that we don't push it up against the wall, right? Okay, so now if we push the green into the blue, it's still against the wall. I needed it to be one higher. Chat, these things happen. Okay, there. Now, we have swapped recursion. Okay. This game is tight. Now what do we want to do? Now we gotta tee up the blue like this. Oops, I didn't mean to push it. And then push it onto the... This game is tight. This game is tight, chat. Wow. But I bet if this was realistic, it would give us infinite money. That's right. Okay. Wow. This is awesome. Okay. Dude, the swap and recursion, that's so good. That's so good. I do appreciate as well that it, you know, it doesn't force you to choose from like a toolbox of like a million things. It like guides you in the, like, I don't feel too railroaded, but you know, the fact that the name of the world is like the kind of gives you an idea for like the mechanic that you're going to be primarily using. Like the thematicness is really good. It's really good. Only if you already have infinite money, something like that. Okay. All right. So what are we doing? 2 boxes here. There are 2 boxes, but there's a box in the green that we have to fill. How do we do that? How do we fill this green? The box inside the green? We have to push... We have to make green recursive. Okay, I think I understand what needs to happen. We need blue to be recursive to beat the level ultimately, because we need there are 2 holes here and we only have 2 boxes to do that with. This box doesn't count because this box has to go into the green, right? So what we have to do is swap recursion onto green so that we can have the green box here, because that's the only way that we can push a block out of here and into here. That's the only way that we can round this corner. And then we can beat the game from there. So, okay. What we need to do is swap recursion, which we are of course now well practiced at. Let's push this inside the green. Let's push this inside the green, And then let's push the green into the green like this. Now we've got green recursion. This game is sick. Now we can push this yellow box out. Is this far into the game? Hi, B. Jonas. This is not... Well, how far are we into the game? Okay, so now we have to swap recursion back, right? So we have to put... We have to bring the blue... Let me think. We have to bring the green into the blue and then push the blue out of the green. Wow. This is, I believe, the 5th world, I think. And maybe there are like 20, I think. So it's something like maybe a 4th of the way into the game, roughly, if I had to guess. But so far, we've only been playing for 2 hours. But we've been making great progress, and it's really fantastic. The game is so good. Okay. Dreamer's here. League games, perhaps? No, definitely not right now, Dreamer. We're this is our this game is right up our alley. It was just released yesterday, so we're taking a look at it. I saw this game, but in different style, same concept. Wow. That's well, it might have been like a dev build of it or something. I don't know. Okay. So what do we got here? We need to swap recursion. We only have. Okay, so we need 4 things in here. We need 4 boxes in green plus ourselves. We only have 3 boxes available of the other colors. So one of the boxes that goes in here has to be green. So we have to swap recursion into green. This reminds me of Baba Is You. No, you're not the only one. Nime, we've been making we've been drawing comparisons to Baba Is You all stream, basically. All right, GTG. All right, catch you later, Bevo. Thanks for hanging out. Yeah, no, we've been talking about it all day. Okay, great. So what do we have to do here? We have to swap recursion. What's the easy? Well, okay, we have to push everything into green, and then we have to swap recursion. Question is what the cleanest way is of doing all that. Nime91, thank you so much. I really appreciate the follow. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the stream. Hope you enjoy. Okay, so swap recursion. So the way that we do that is by pushing the recursive thing into the thing that we want to swap recursion with, and then pushing itself out of the other thing. I know that didn't make any sense, but that's just the way it's gonna have to be. Okay. 18 worlds plus. Okay, fantastic. All right, there we go. Okay, so we need to be able to push the green world out of the blue world. So that's fine. Okay, so I think just doing... We have to be careful about which one of these we need to use. So we have to get all of these into here, but how do we not screw ourselves over? I guess the only way to do that is... Okay. We could think, in order to save time, instead of trying to like completely like conceptually solve it before we do it, let's just try to do what we know we need to do, or what we think we need to do, and then worry about solving the like what problems we need to solve after, if that makes sense. Okay. So if we push... Oh, we should... Because we can always push it out of the... So we should do... We should push this way. Because we can always... If it's on this wall, we can always push it out of the blue. I said I was gonna just like try and get something started and then figure out the problems, but then I thought that I figured out what I had to do. Okay. Blue definitely needs to go into green. in order to do that, we have to push something up from the bottom, or we have to, oh no, sorry. We can push, okay. Purple against this wall. Blue needs to go into green, so the only way to do that is to either push down on green or up. All right, so like, let's say that we did this, right? Let's just say that we did that. Now, there's this issue of green being stuck on the wall, which is exactly what I was trying to avoid. So, how can we prevent this from being a thing? We need to push green out of the blue after we get blue into green. That's how you swap. Just push into green easy? Yeah, easy clap. just do the thing, right? Just solve the puzzle. Okay, so that's where these other boxes come in. Like I said before, there are no red herrings. All of the things that you're given for a level are usually necessary to solve the level. Again, Slider Bob is you. And these aren't just blocks, right? Okay, we can get a hint from the structure of these levels. Of these sub-blocks. This one is just like a complete box, so it doesn't really help us a lot. This one, you can push something in, and then, like if you push two things in here, then you can push one inside of the other, and like from the top down, and still have them be free, if that makes sense. So like, if we did, for example, if we did, yellow here, and then push green and push blue in like this. Now we can push blue into green, and green is still here. See what I mean? So now what we've, oh really, I wanted to push, oh geez, okay. I need to push something else into, I said if I can, pushing purple in might work. Then I think it works. Okay. Right, so yes, this does it. Okay, and this is where we use purple. I need to, right now the entrance to green is sealed by blue. Hey Smet, what's red, hangs on a wall and whistles? I don't know. You'll have to tell me. Okay, now we can get blue in there using purple. We can get purple, and you know what? Actually, I don't even want to get purple out right now, because I can push yellow out of blue, and then we can push. No, I did want to get purple out. It's much easier if I just get purple out now. Never mind. Okay. Boom. Get yellow out of blue. Get purple out of blue. Hold on. Yeah, okay. So I got to do them one at a time so that I don't wreck myself. All right. There we go. And then I need to... Oh, no, but I can't. Yeah, I can. I can just go in and out freely because I'm inside green. Almost forgot. Silly me. Okay. All right. So now I need to push green out of blue, and now we're recursing. Now you're recursing with portals. Now we're recursing with green. That was a fantastic level. A herring. Wow. Boo. Okay. That was a fun level though. That was really cool. Okay. This game is so good. This game is so good. Okay. Wow. Okay, what do we got here? We have to swap recursion onto green. We've got a heuristic for this that we figured out already, which is that we need 3 blocks to go into this, and there are only 2 other color blocks. So we need the 2 other colored blocks, and then if it was recursing, we would have the block of green itself. So we need to swap recursion onto green. The shape is a little fugly, so it's not going to be quite as easy to do as it was before, but we can figure it out. So generally, it seems like the thing that we need to do first is push the blue into green. Now, though, there is the issue. But it's not that big of an issue, right? Because we can simply Now I think I do want to push this into place now, right? Yeah, because now I can push yellow out of the box and I can push green out of the box. We swapped recursion. Okay. Oh. I see the issue. I wanted to do that with... Because I've swapped recursion, okay, yellow I wanted to not... I need to push yellow here because the only way that I can get green out of here and have access to green is by pushing green one further down. Okay, there we go. Yeah, fantastic. Very good. Yeah, this one was easy. I don't know if I'd call it easy, but you know, it was really good. New level. What is this? World 6 maybe? Center. Ooh. Ooh, split paths? But why? They have the same shape. What do they mean? I guess we'll find out. What do they mean? I guess we'll find out. Okay. All right. Level 1. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. What was it called? Center. Ooh. Okay. So this is, there's no outside here. Okay, when you push a block, center could refer to the fact that when you push a block into another block, it enters in the center of the side of that block, if that makes sense. So, I guess that's what that means. So we push this in the center, and then we push this out, but we can't. What we can do is, hold on. How are my blocks again? Let's remind ourselves. Okay, gotta push this up so that we can push them. Okay, that must be what center. Center meaning like it centers you in the, right. Okay, here we do this, and then we push this out, and then back in so that it's centered. Okay. Okay, now we know it. So wow, that's like such a... It's like such a niche, or it's such like a minor sort of mechanic, but like obviously there's a lot of mileage that you can get out of it. You know what I'm saying? So that's really cool. Okay, so we got to push this out. I wasn't paying much attention to the... Yeah, okay, and then if we go in here, then we can push it out, and then... Because it leaves out the center. Okay, fantastic. Okay. Wow. That's great. Challenge level, please. Ooh. Oh, okay, wow, this mechanic really, like, it seems like not that much of a thought, but now, wow, it actually really makes a difference. Like, it's such a substantial, it's like an extra dimension that I really didn't consider. It's like, what is this now? With the playground analogy, for those of you who have been here the whole stream, I guess it's like if you discovered that you could augment all the other rides with an additional feature. So like instead of a regular slide, it's a water slide. And instead of a sandbox here at the beach, instead of a swing set, it's a water set. Listen, it needs work. It needs some work, but you know, we'll get there. Okay, so what we need is to do this, then push this guy out, and then push this guy out. Oops. Well, it doesn't matter. You don't need to center it, but we figured it out. Okay, great. It's like doing a loop-de-loop with the swing set and suddenly everything is different. I dislike that analogy. It doesn't really resonate with me. But hey. Well, okay, now we do it with recursion, which is awesome. Whatever works for, I'm not a hater. I'm not here to yuck anybody's yum. Okay, so we gotta push it out this way and then back in so that it's recentered, and then push it out the top and then back in, and then push it into place. Okay. Wow, it's so good. Oh man, it really is. So far, it's even when they're introducing new mechanics, it gives you that same rush of, it's this cool, I've never really played a game like this before. You know, when you like discover a new mechanic for the first time, then you have that initial excitement of like, oh my god, this is awesome. But to get like so much mileage out of it, you have to give more and more, like you have to attach complexity not through like creative means, but just through depth of the puzzle by like stringing together like mechanical steps, which is less exciting than the initial when you're like, oh my god, my mind is blown. I like figured out like how this mechanic works or whatever. So now going into sorry, I lost my train of thought. Yeah, so it gets less less exciting the more like the deeper that you go, right? This game, however, like introduces the new mechanics to you and gives you that feeling of like, oh my god, this is like a whole new world, a new fantastic point of view, etc. But it doesn't feel like it's forcing you down the rabbit hole of like increasingly tedious frustration that, you know, like the first hit is always free, you know what I mean? To put it in terms of like drug addiction, which of course everyone can relate to. Like the first high is like there and then you're chasing it forever and, you know, you have to like work harder and harder to like relive that. And it's more exhausting. You know, like the end game levels in Baba Is You, while fantastic, are like, holy butts, you know, just banging your head against a wall forever to figure out the exact combination of like all these things, and it's still always super satisfying. I like how the tide has turned in like this meta discussion of these puzzle games, but whatever. So far in this game, there isn't that like mechanical bloat that makes you feel and we're only, I don't know, we're less than halfway through, so, you know, there's still a lot of time, but there isn't that like bloat that makes you feel like getting that satisfaction is increasingly burdensome as you go in, and like the initial sheen has worn off, if that makes sense. That was a whole lot of talk for something that ended up being kind of like circular. But it's too late now. I've already said all of the words that I said. So there you go. Okay. Now this is a problem. Because oh no, there we go. We can recenter. Okay, fantastic. All right. Okay, and then we want to, oops, didn't mean to do that, but that's fine. There we go. All right. Okay. I hope any of what I just said made sense. And it wasn't just blabbering. Oh, there's a challenge level. That's cool. We got that one pretty quick. Ooh, okay, this is a cool one. Okay, this is a cool one. Wait, where's the other box? Oh, you can't enter it from the... I see what the puzzle is. You can't enter this one in the top because you have to go into the center. So you have to enter it from like a different direction and then get out and then enter it. There are never superfluous boxes. You learn a box, then you find there's a whole new box within that box. Repeat. Yep. Yep. It's such a well-designed tutorial level. Okay. What are we doing here? Oh, there are lots of levels, but they're not recursive. Oh, we just got to get inside them using the center situation, I guess. So you can't get inside this. Oh, okay. I guess that's a new mechanic that they haven't really introduced yet. We haven't tried to get into a box that's got an entrance, but that's not in the center, so you can't utilize it, right? So the only way that we can get in is through this side. Now, the only way that we can get into this is by the bottom, and the only way that we can get into this is by the side. Very good. Wow. Fantastic. Oh, we've got these extra ASCII levels. A part of me is looking for it like Baba Is You style, like a way to, from the overworld, find other worlds, you know what I mean? But like so far they've all been in these little pockets that you can't really do anything out of. Solve them in ASCII? All right, we'll solve the ASCII levels in ASCII. Ah, jeez. Okay, Let's see. Okay, so box 2 we can only get into from the side. Oh, this is another center puzzle, right? Because they usually are. Okay, let's think. Now, I can only... Oh, okay. I can't push this out of the top because then it'll end up here and it'll be stuck in the corner. So, but I can't push it anywhere else because it's attached to the top of the wall. So what you do is center it so that when you enter from the top, it work. And then you leave and you enter from the side and then you push it out and then you beat the level. There we go. Okay, now what? Ah, this game is fucking fantastic. Okay. What do we got going on? Where are we? Okay, we're all the way in 3. So we got to get 1. Oh, sorry, this goes into 1. And that goes into 2 and that goes into 3. Okay, so we've got a nice little loop here. Recursion. What do we need to do? We need to get, okay, there is box. There's box in 3. So we need to push box into, okay, so we can go out of 3 and into 1. We need to push box into 3 because I feel like that's true. And that's kind of all. Now, if we want to get box into here, then the only way to go around this corner here is to push box into 2, which it already was, by the way. But that's fine. And then push this out of 2, right? Oh, but we can prime, okay, level solved. So we tee it up using the language that we have adopted for no particular reason. And then we push it all the way down like this. And then we go out here and we push the box. And then we go back in and then we solve the level. Yay, ASCII recursion. Okay, challenge levels, yes please. Ooh, okay. So this we can only enter from below, and this we can only enter from the left. Go left in the new worlds first, then immediately exit. Okay, so like between the new worlds, I should go to the left one, unless they're both new world. Oh, is it branching? Right, because I examined them from the outside and saw that they were both the same, so it's branching? Wow. That's next level, no pun intended. Okay. Jesus Christ. Okay, so we can get this off the wall. All right, I figured it out. Okay, we gotta use the entrances, available entrances to these guys to get the boxes off of the wall and then push them into place, which is fantastic. There we go. Okay, these turns are one way. Exactly. Okay, challenge. Ooh, is that just one level? Yep. Just oh, interesting subworld. So I can't push something into... Okay, so there's no box but this one. You use the... Okay. I think I understand what has happened. You need to use these boxes to block off... Oh, I need one more. How can I go about doing this? So like here, you can stack them on top of each other in such a way that... out, under... That doesn't work that way. Yeah, so this doesn't work because we need the box to be like here, right? But if we have the third box in a row, then you push these two. You can't push it out of the 1, 2. If you're here, you need to get it into here and then push it out from here. Okay, I think I figured it out. Like you can just do this. And then for example do this, and then do... I messed up, fam. I messed up, fam. Okay, give me a sec. If you... I need to enter from the side that I push the... Okay, so instead of eat, we need to just push. And this solves the level. There we go, okay. We figured it out, chat. We figured it out. There, now we can go into this because it can't take another one. And then, there we go. Here we are. GTG, all right. Take it easy, checkmate. Thanks for hanging around. Appreciate it. Hope you had a good time. Okay. Next level. Challenge level, right? We got around a corner. And it involves... Okay, so we can go into the center. It involves center. So, I guess the sides are always an odd number long. So far, at least. Nice cement always leaving through the center. Just feels right, you know? Okay, so... we have orange block that needs... Okay. So we need to be able to get the green into here and then push the orange block up. So I guess the easiest way to do that is to... It always goes in the center. Okay. I think you push the orange block in like so, then enter here and push this out of the way so that you can get in, push this over, and then grab this, right? There we go. Very good. Watching in the background is too relaxing. All right. Well, take it easy, Andre. Thanks for sticking around. Oh, man. Okay. This one is similar. Oh, but this one is 3 wide. Interesting. So I have to get out. Okay, so I have to push the block in. And because I need to get it out from the top, I need to be able to get in through here, push it to the side where I need to... No, sorry. What I need to do is... So only come in from the... So I can't... This is a corner that I can't push the thing around, right? So I need to get the thing in from the... Bottom, left, in, top. Oh, okay. You push this thing in first. Then you can push this in, push this over. I need it to be on the left. Is that right? Because now you can push this over. Now this needs to come out of the top is the problem. And there isn't a way to do that, so... the other way around obviously doesn't work, because... Okay, so you have to push this in through one of the sides, right? Unless I got the... Oh, no. Okay, I did it right in my head, and then I messed it up in the execution. Like, beforehand, I made a plan, and I figured out how to do it, and then I messed it up. This is what you need to do to get it so that you can push it up top. Okay. We got hasty in the execution, but we figured it out. Okay, here we go. 3 boxes. 2, we need something to help us round a corner. The only thing that's going to be able to do that, it seems like, is this. So let's see here. If we push in one thing here and push it out. It seems like if we push the orange into the yellow and the yellow into the green, then we can push the green down, get the... I wanted to enter this from the left to push it down, but that's not possible. So instead of going in from the top, it's got to come out from the... That's not necessarily true. Okay, so this hasn't worked. We did an oops. If we... Oh, but what other way is there? The only way that we can... Okay, definitely the green is the thing that's on this wall. It was probably solvable from there. Right? What if you just naively did this? Oh, then you couldn't get around to... Let me think. Give me a sec, chat. I think you... Okay, I think you need to push yellow in first so that you can push yellow up here so that you can get around the orange. And this does it, right? Okay. Now we can get out. Very good. Okay. That was a good one. That was a good puzzle. Is it also setting to disable those sparkles around the boxes? Unclear. Damn, that was fast. Well, cheers, man. I appreciate it. Okay, is that all the levels? Yeah, no sparkles, right? So it looks like these two levels are the same. These two worlds are the same. Left one first, then exit again. Okay, we've been instructed to go left first, then exit again. Clone. Exit again? Now we're out the right. We got an achievement called double. Oh, you always end up in the right one? I guess that's important. So is the left one just a portal to the right one? They are different. Like this one is lighter than this one, right? Yeah, so you go into here. If you click in the spot, you can't click. Yeah, you just end up in the right one. Wow. Okay, that must be important. All right, listen, chat. All right, we're back from a bathroom break. Okay, here we are. What are we doing? Clone. Clone. So it seems like one of the levels, yeah, okay, they're meant to be asymmetric. So one is obviously a lot lighter tinted than the other one. So it's like a desktop shortcut. You know, you go from one and the end up in the other. It's 18 worlds total. You can do this. How many worlds are we into this already? I kind of lost track. Okay. So what we want to do is push this into the top of this one and then enter here and then like that. Fantastic. Okay, great. Ooh, oh, interesting. Okay, so let's push this off of the wall by going up into this opposite of what I meant to do. It's funny that you can lock yourself by doing this. Oh, look at, I like the animation for, I like that there's an animation for like trying to get out of the rut, but being stuck. Okay, there we go. Great mechanic, fantastic mechanic. Okay, all right, perfect. Okay, now what are we doing? We need a block over here that will come off of the wall, right? So you could skip challenge levels and go back to them later. Yeah, we'll see. Okay, so we want to come out there, go in here, and then there we go. The challenge levels, though, are kind of the meat and potatoes of the whole exercise, though, aren't they? At least they feel that way a bit. Okay, so we're gonna end up in here. We want to push this block out of... Oh, if we push the block out of this, it probably doesn't come out of this, right? It seems like just going into this... Well, I guess let's find out, right? Yeah, if we push this block, it doesn't... That's not how it works. And the block needs to go in the top of this anyway, so... Let's think. You can't move this around. So what you have to do is push this in... You have to do this and then enter the level from the right. Like so. There we go. But now you need to enter the level from the top. Hopefully I didn't mess up my ability to do that. Okay, fantastic. Now you push it through there, and then you exit through here, and then you're done. There you go. Fantastic. Okay. Ooh, levels are bigger, aren't they? Okay. Or worlds are bigger now. Yeah, let's do challenge levels. Why not? Ooh. Can you nest? Can you nest? What happens if you... You can nest. But it doesn't mean anything. You want to do the opposite nest, right? This means something. Yes. Okay. That's cool. I mean, you don't want to do what I've done here. But it's cool that you can do this. I can enter from the top. I got an achievement called Epsilon. Okay, so we've never been in a situation where we can only... We've never yet come across... This is awesome. We've never yet come across a block where if you go to the sub-block, the only place you can end up is the entrance of another sub-block. It appears that if you do that, then it automatically brings you into the sub-block within the sub-block. So if you do that, then what happens here is you go, it's like infinitely recursive, and you end up infinitely going into the top of this block, right? Just like infinite layers in. And now we are in Epsilon, which is a similar void to infinity. Yeah, it's the same as infinity, but the other way. Exactly. Or, you know, similar at least. Okay, so what we need to do is push this guy over here and then use this guy as a proxy to be able to get where we want in that guy, right? So like we want to be able to get, we want to end up like underneath it, for example. So here we can push it up, and then we want to end up on the other side of it. So I wanted it to be the other way around, which is my bad. So let's fix that. Okay, right, oops. And then here, and then up, down, up, and then left, there we go. Bro just had a brief flashback of let epsilon greater than 0. Oh god, anyone who's taken a real analysis class. Epsilon delta proofs. Such tedium, such tedium. But yeah, for sure, Dreamer. Okay. What do we do now? What's inside here? Oh, just a place we gotta get to. All right. Okay. We could pull it out, but then it's stuck. So let's figure a better way to do that. Oh, no. Okay, so we can push this into this, right? And then this is recursive like this, yeah? So now we can push this off of the bottom and then solve. That was a good one. That was, again, another, like, you know, introducing mechanics, like mechanical interactions in a non-trivial way. Ooh. Okay, you only come out of the one. You don't duplicate yourself, which makes sense. Oh, you can't, right, okay. All right. Okay, so we just want to go in here and then enter and then exit, right? Yeah. The level... Ooh. The levels are a lot easier. Okay, so similar idea. Go in here, out there. The regular levels are a lot easier than the challenge levels, but still not, like, less fun to play, which is amazing. Okay, push this out here. Get it off of that wall. Now, that blue... Oh, we can push the blue into the blue cycle, and it just stays in the same place. Because then it gets... Okay, we unlocked an achievement, which is cool. Think about what the difference is between putting cloning the original and the other way around. I think we did. I think we did. So we want to push, let's push this off of the bottom here and then get into this so that we can push this out of the bottom like this. And then it comes out of the original. So actually what we want to do is push this over to, we want this. And then push this in, and then push this down because it comes out of the original, not the clone. That was well timed. What was the achievement called? I don't remember. I don't remember what the achievement was called. Oh, now there are 2 clones. Okay. What do it mean? All right, so we have to be able to... it comes with the center. Why don't you just move it over? I don't know. Don't ask me. Don't ask me. It centers it, right? Like so. So we have center mechanics now. So similarly, we can do the center here, and then there we go. Okay. So now we're combining. It's cross-pollination, ideological cross-pollination. Ooh, okay. That's interesting. So we have to move... Oops, my bad. What I want is... I have to move itself over there too. Okay. Let me think. What's going on here? If I do this, it's just void, right? I've created infinity. So I actually need to do the opposite of what I've done. Well, okay. If I go here, then I can then I can move it over by doing this, right? But I think I did the pushed out of itself. If I push, hold on. If I do this, then I like how I saved myself from the void there. Okay. This is a conceptually tasty problem. And it's not super obvious how to make this work. You can't get... You can't get anything to come out of this, right? That's what I meant earlier. Oh, okay. I guess I need to push this into the left of this. Because that's the... Okay, oops. I didn't want to block that side of it. And now you can push this outside of this. Right. Okay. So this is what Sonoy was referring to, actually. There we go. Others you solve it easily, I found hard. There we go. Okay. That was good. Now a challenge level. Okay, okay. Probably there's some center stuff going on. There are 3 clones. Can only go in the center of each. So we obviously got to go over there because there's nothing else to do. Now, I need to round the corner, but also be able to push a thing into the... Okay, let's get like a solid hold on what actually the difference is between pushing like the real thing into the clone versus the other way around. If you push if you push the clone into the thing, then it does what you would expect it to, which is to bring the clone over here. The same thing happens if you push the thing into the clone, right? The original moves. That's infinity. So we need to get these two guys over there. Do we need to get the clone over there? Unclear. If I now... The clone needs to be here, or the thing itself needs to be here, so that I can leave here and come out and push a clone into it, right? Okay. All right, so I believe that what I need is... Oops. I believe that what I need... Oh, but you can only... All right. I think I need a regular and a clone in this order as well, so that I can go here and do this. I'm pushing against myself. So I can't... This doesn't work. I got an achievement for that as well. Okay. Here is the exact same thing. It's not. Let me think about why exiting from here... Oh, okay. Exiting from the middle means that I'm trying to push this block, which would force this block into where I am in this block, which is occupied by me. So I'm pushing against myself. If, however, I'm up here, then I can freely exit this guy to push this guy into here, and this guy will fit into here. You know what I mean? Like that. So it works. There we go. There we go. Okay. Not in that block in the original? Whatever. Whatever. If my logic didn't scan, you know, I leave it as an exercise to the viewer. How many, where are all the boxes that need to be filled? Okay. So we can do this. And then we can do this to separate them out. Wow, okay. That's cool. Oops. I went one too far. Because the clone brings them there, but then going out the other way doesn't put them back into the clone, so you like remove the connectedness of them when you go from the clone into the original. This game is crazy. This game is crazy. This game is awesome. Similar puzzle, but not. So we're in the top now. Ah, interesting. Okay, so now I need to... Now I can store them by pushing them up here. And then I can go back... Hold on. I can go into... Right, there's where the disconnection is. Okay, so we push 2 out here. Then we push 1 out there. I need to space them, but how do I space the last one? How do I disconnect the last one from the others? Because I can't queue up 3 here, right? Let me think. I need access to this. But I can also enter through here. Okay, we can do a train like this, yeah? All right. Oh no. This still works, question mark? Oops. Give me a sec. Give me a sec. I think I want... Okay, before I push this... Oh, there are two of them here? It's okay for two of them to be here in the final... Okay. So I think what I want is this. Am I in the same place that I was a second ago? I very well might be, right? Question mark? What am I doing, chat? What am I doing? Here, and then push this here, then push this here. Oh, the square is lit up with a white when it's in the right place. It took me a little too long to understand. Oh, I can push two up there. I forgot about pushing them out here. I need access to this. If I do this, then I need to be able to... Ah, okay. Here, here, here. But... we're close. If I get... the last one pushing in that way would mean that I have... That was the key. Right. Okay. And then we got it. That one was a doozy, chat. That one was a doozy. Oh, okay. That was good. Wow. All right. That was a tricky challenge level. That was a challenging challenge level. Okay. So we've got this outside space here, and then there's something in here, which is recursed with itself, but it's a clone. Okay. So let's just push this into here because that feels right. And now we got recursion. So what we want is to, but it's not the right kind of recursion. So we gotta do like this. Pushes, or oops, my bad, sorry. The clone is in here, so things that we push into here will come in through there, right? That's how it works. We need the clone, we need to be able to spit something out of here. What happens if you go into this? You come out that side. Things are getting spicy. Things are getting spicy. Okay. If I push the clone out, that enables me to solve the puzzle, right? Oh, but I need to use the box at the beginning to make sure that... Okay, because I need to be able to push the real one into the clone, right? Okay, so we gotta swap here. So we want this. Okay. And now that was cool. That was cool. That was cool. Isn't it supposed to be a difficult level? It's supposed to be intuitive? What are you even talking about? Who are you to say? How dare you, Sonoy? Every level is just as intuitive as it is. Okay. So if we push ourselves into here, then we can make this happen and then appear here, right? But clearly I'm missing a box. Where am I missing the box? Is there a hole somewhere? There's a hole in the overworld. Okay. All right, I guess it's pretty easy if you just do it that way, right? I guess that's what, like I was saying before, the block is always... They don't give you blocks that you don't use, right? Okay. So, if you push in, the clone disappears if you push the real thing. I don't know, these mainline puzzles are getting confusing. Are these mainline puzzles? Oh, you're probably further ahead of us, right? Further ahead than we are. Okay, so we want to... Oh, you gotta push the box out first. When you push the real thing into the clone disappears. Right? Alright. So when we were talking about the everything's unraveled and we've like unlocked a new world of intuition and the facepalm moments and that's like the ultimatum. This is a facepalm moment. This is a facepalm moment. This is indicative that it is time for me to end stream. Chat. Sonoy did get us there. However, it wasn't in the most helpful or efficient way. Here's the problem. I was pulling this block out, right? And then thinking, I can't get up inside here while there's something here because I need to have the 3 block, right? I don't need to immediately follow, obviously, this block in when I create the infinity, right? I can just do that, put the blue block on the square, and then jump in and then solve the problem. All right. It's time. Maybe we'll finish this world and then we'll call it a day. Oh, there are a lot more puzzles still. Well, that's fine. Well, I want like a more natural like ending point. So I do want to finish the rest of this world. Okay. Hopefully they won't be quite as oh no. Oh jeez. Okay. You know what? It's fine. Everything's fine. What do we need to do? We need to get in here. We need to push a block in there. And then, okay, so intuition tells me that it's possible that... No, other way around, right? If I push something in... Okay, so first things first. How do I get a block in? Well, if I push a block in like this, then I can push it in like that. And then I can come in, and now I have access to it. which is fantastic, right? Oops. Only issue is that this block doesn't do the job because it's a block next to it. So I need recursion to happen, right? In order to get recursion to happen, I can do, I think, okay, we probably need, oops. You know what? Actually, let's undo that. We need this block in here. Almost definitely. So let's put a pause on that. We need recursion to happen, so we got to push stuff into stuff. The issue is that now we are stuck. So we got to figure out how to recurse better. Oops. Instead of pushing it in the side, let's try pushing it in from the top. Shall we? If we push it in from the top, now we are still stuck. Herein lies the puzzle. Now, it's probably a similar puzzle to the previous puzzle. If we push in... Okay, I think that we need to push the blocks. It's exactly similar to the other puzzle in that we need to push it in and not follow like immediately after it. So, in this case, we need to push it in. Okay, so the moral of the story is this. If you push in the block, as soon as you enter, then you are in an infinity, right? Well, okay, you're not in an infinity, but you're in the recursion loop, right? So, in earlier puzzles, of course, we did realize we need all the boxes for solutions. If you want to manipulate stuff, then you need to do it without going in first. Here, do the push in. Getting a lot less articulate with my thought processes as well. Do this, and then come out the top, and then solve the puzzle. Okay, okay. Wow, we hit that speed hump so hard. I didn't even realize it was coming. Okay, mainline challenge. Or, you know, we got this challenge too. Okay. Ooh, this is dope. Okay. So they're all clones of the master this. Right? How do you get into them? Oh, just from the... Okay, so it's also a the outside is also continuous. Word. Okay. So this isn't Sokoban, so there can be fewer holes than boxes, so you can sacrifice a box. Yeah, so there can be more boxes than holes, but every box that you're given is always operant to the solution. They don't give you extra, chaff. So this is like a center problem, I guess, right? Probably. Where you gotta like push them into each other, and then, okay. When you push one into the other, well, let's just push one into the other and see what happens. So, boom. Now we can push like such as. However, pushing this into the outside, yeah, you have to push it into itself for it to, otherwise it's just a wall. Ah, okay, okay. Interesting. All right, cool. Okay. So the two that we can push into the center, I think we want to push into the center. Oh, something has to go. Something has to get pushed. Oh, hold on. Does this maybe do it? Yeah? And then this? Oh no, that one's always on the side. So how can I... One of them needs to be stationary at all times. How can I... Only one of them needs to be in a corner. And once something is in a corner, you can't get it out of a corner. But how would I get this out of a corner? I can do this. I forgot that I could do that. Okay. All right. Solved it. Whew. These are getting tricksy, chat. These are getting tricksy, but we're building intuition. I feel like that wouldn't have taken me so long if I hadn't been tripped up. Okay. Great. Okay. What do we got now? Void? Only so many levels. Okay. That's not too bad. All right. blue all around. Then there's a box in here that we got to push, and then we have to be able to do this. So, are there clones? Oh, we can go out into infinity, and we can't get back in. It's a... Unclear exactly what's happening. Okay. If we push something out, then it goes into infinity, yeah? And it's just gone forever. Okay, so the only way that we need to be able to get into this from underneath, but we can't do that on this map because there isn't a way to do that. So, we have to push it first into here, and then this is a bigger 5x5 space that we can use to push that into there, and then we can exit, and then we can get out. Easy clap. Okay. Ryan, where are the mainline levels? Are you sure it was this world? Maybe this is the level that's really hard. We have to get in here. We also have to get 2 things into here. This is a clone of this level, right? We can get these things off the wall using the center method, like so. Now, not just solved, right? All right. Surprisingly, that 5x5 was the same size as the other 5x5. Cool. We did all the mainline levels for this, didn't we? Yeah. For this world? All right. Ooh. Lots of boxes. Okay. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And we have 5 holes that need filled. So, how do we go about doing that? We can only enter these from the bottom. These are one way, like the ones that we saw earlier, right? And this is the only one that we can end up in when we go into these clones. So, okay. We can do like... Not how it works, because they're one way. I just said they're one way. So I need to be able to... is this the way? Oops. Hold on. If I do like this, and then I enter through here, then I can do this, right? The only issue is that I've pushed myself in such a way that... Do I have to recurse? No, I need to be able to grab these guys. And I can only grab these guys. Can't push it that way because you can only go into the middle. If this and this, then doesn't do anything. If this, however, same shit. Maybe. Okay. If I put this here. Here. The bottleneck is how many of... Okay, the bottleneck is how I can get these boxes off of the wall, right? The naive way is to do basically this. But that kind of costs me a downward trip of one of these blocks, if that makes sense. So like I can get 2 of them that way. And then I can get like a third one by doing this. Oh, I can re-grab... Alright, I think I solved it. I can re-grab these guys by pushing them. That's a cool level! Okay. Yeah, no, that totally makes sense. Alright, okay. Alright. That's dope. Okay. We figured it out, chat. Okay. That's cool. That's cool. By the way, Symmetra, you turn off full speedrun settings? I have not. I haven't changed any settings. It's gonna be a lot of time loss. We're doing a leisure speedrun here, not a speedrun. He almost reached Epsilon. I've reached Epsilon. Oh, you mean just in that level? Yeah, I believe it. Okay, what do we got going on here? 2 separate infinities? 2 separate infinities. When we enter one, we're stuck, right? So, if you're in one, you disappear. So we probably want to get this block in here. We can recurse them if we... Oops. Hold on. If I push this one into this one now, then they alternate, right? Yeah. Now I can push this one. Jeez. Okay. That doesn't do what I meant it to do, but that's fine. Hello again. Hey, Crazy. How's it going? Okay, hold on. I want to be able to push yellow out of green. Hold on. If I push green out of yellow here, it just comes out of there, right? So, but if I push yellow out of green... Sorry, I'm pushing yellow out of yellow there, which is like infinite recursion, right? All right, let's go into yellow. Let's push green or yellow into green. Now yellow's got green in it, and green's got yellow in it. Now I can do this, and I can push green out of green, which enables me to then push the green clone. Let's undo and redo to make sure we saw exactly how the clone was generated. Yellow has a green clone. What's the thing that made the green a clone rather than the green? Oh, this is just a clone in the overworld. The clone had the real green inside it. We solved the puzzle. Okay. Figured it out. All right, okay. Cool. All right. Now, let's see. There's infinity outside, right? But we're in green. So green clone is going to give us, if we go in here, we end up in the top, right? We have 3 holes and 3 boxes. Press 7. Pressing 7 sounds like time lapse. This is just infinite. It's the same setup as before. So what we want is, okay, green's already got yellow in it, so we need yellow and green. Other way around. Wait, no we don't. Yellow's already got green inside it. Okay, hold on. If we push yellow out of green, we're in the void. Not what I meant to do. We have 2 boxes and we need 3. One of those boxes must be if green goes inside yellow. Oh wait, this is fine. Sorry, I confused myself earlier. Oops. My bad. Yeah, this is okay, right? Now if we go into green, and that's a clone. Now we want to push yellow out of the green clone, and we've got yellow clone. And void. I want to push green clone out. But now I need to be able to enter green to withdraw yellow. And then that gets us there. We had to draw the yellow clone out of the yellow. Avery, how's it going? You missed. We've been through a lot. We've been through a lot. But we're going to wrap up this world and then I think call it a day. Ooh, okay. Whoa. This is the overworld that we have to reach and put a box into. These are all green clone. Oh, this level seems wild. Where do we need to... So let's go inside here maybe. We need to fit a box in here and then round that corner. Probably a clone is going to go in there, right? Because like what else? Yeah. So now... Oh, but that's a clone. We need the other way around to happen. We need like this to happen. We need the other way around to happen. Okay. Hold on. Hold up. If you push the real thing into the clone, then you go into the infinite recursion, which seems like it's probably necessary at the very end, right? But before we go into the infinite recursion, surprised you're still streaming after all my meetings. Yeah, I mean, we've been really gripped by the game, right? It's been hard to let go. Check out what the next world is called before leaving. I don't want to spoil myself. Yeah, no, it's been 3.5 hours of glowing praise. It's been absolutely fantastic. So yeah, hope your meetings went well. Okay, so to get in here, we just recurse and that's fine. Question is, it's also worth noting, we can only go into this because the output is not centered. We can only enter into this using a clone to come into here, right? And then there's a question of what the butts is going on over here. Interesting. That corner is interesting. Okay, so let's push this. Oops, that's like the only way that it doesn't work. Okay, so let's push this block into here. We need this block in the overworld, probably, meaning in the gray. So let's push it into the green so that we can push it out below the green, so that we can maybe get it out here, yeah? And then along with that, let's take one of these with us for our troubles. And then probably this is going to be the one that we end up putting here and then pushing this into in order to create the recursion, right? So here we are. Oops. How big across is this? Okay, it's a 3x3. So we could do this. Oh, we just solved it. Oh, that works too. Cool. All right. I thought it was going to be slightly more involved than that, but it turned out not to be. Okay. There we go. Yay! Okay. There we go. Very good. Last level. Last level of the world. Okay. Oh, geez, this is going to be hard with this view. Can you switch between... Oh, you can. Okay. We won't do that, though. We'll do it in the intended view. Very good. Okay. So, one clone looks like this, evidently. Okay, cool. All right. So we have to put thing here. 2 is the only thing that we really have access to, right? 1 we can push here. We have to get 2 into here and push ourselves into 2. So we can put 2 there. Sorry, where did I put 2? I put 2... Yeah, there are only 2 entrances, and the bottom, it's blocked from the bottom, so we can only put it in the like that. And then if we push one into the... What do you think about what's happening? Oh, there's just nothing there. It's wall, right? Like, we're not recursed right now, right? Oops. Why is this? We're not recursed right now, so we gotta recurse, right? We are recursed right now. What am I doing? I'm pushing one into... Pushing one into one clone. Oh, I'm pushing one into one clone. Oh, and if I go, I end up above this, right? The ASCII really screwed me up. You're recursed? You have a one box and a one plane? Yeah, no, you're right. We're totally recursed. We're totally recursed. I don't know, I was thinking. So then we need to get into, oops. We need to get, I guess we gotta get into the bottom of this like this, so that we can push this here. And then, oops. And then push the one clone into the, like that, and then go up from underneath. And then we have a corner that we have to round. We can do that by pushing... we ruined infinity. Oh, oops. I messed up. Oops. I end up underneath that. It's so hard in this view. But no, we're gonna do this, right? Oh, you know what? Hold on. No, we had it there. You just have to get... We have to get into the top of this so that we end up in the top here. Then we have to push this into... One itself? No. One clone, and the way that you end up in the bottom of one clone is... So then we have to get... Oh, we have to get one over here. We can do... One... In the top right there. Have this go up like this. Go... That just brings you above there. It's so much more confusing with the ASCII. The two boxes in a corner and you can't move or push into it, so you have to push something around it. Yeah, no, we already got to this point before. We just have to think, okay. I'm gonna do it with the ASCII. Why does the ASCII make everything so much harder? We have to push the one into here, right? Because the one you can't get through the one clone. Right. Okay. So that being said, if we push, okay. I started thinking of them toroidally instead of like recursively is the problem. The one with the background is the clone. Yeah. No, I got that. Okay. Oops. I think I want this to be 1 over. So now I can go up like this, and then this can be like that, and then I can push this out like this. Then I push 1 over, I push 2 up. That was the problem. I don't know what just happened. I started thinking of it toroidally instead of recursively, and that really screwed me up. Geez. You got your donuts and my infinite box train. Okay. All right, here we go. I think that's gonna be it. What level are we at? I've already kind of given my first impressions, which are that this game is fantastic. It's mind-bending in a really unique way. It's not derivative anyway. It's got the same, it's put together with the same love and attention and affection that, you know, the best indie puzzle games out there are. I am so looking forward to playing more of this. It's a real blast. I urge you to pick it up now. It just came out yesterday, for anyone who doesn't know. But Baba is just Baba. No, we can't compare everything to Baba or to, you know, I'm sure it holds a different place. But in terms of, you know, I think that there is, like, categorically, not in terms of, like, the mechanics or anything like that, but Baba really does hold a place in my heart, at least, in this sort of pantheon of games where you can tell that the author of the game was just as excited about the concept as you are, and sort of crafted the experience to be maximally satisfactory from the lens of someone who's excited about the idea and exploring it for the first time, if that makes sense. I guess that sounds pretty generically just like, you know, what good design is, but there's something about it. There's a certain je ne sais quoi that I can't quite articulate right now, that Baba's got, that not all games have, but some get, when it happens, you really know, and those, you know, really like stay with people. Someone's from Patrick GH3 is here. Hi, Demo the Game here. That lens of excitement you just described really resonates with me. I'm so glad. Wow, from the dev himself. I mean, that bodes well. Could there be a better could there be more positive for, it's opposite of foreshadowing, for brightening? That, I mean, that really says a lot. It says even more than what it says. You know what I mean? But welcome to the stream. Thanks so much for hanging out with us.